Queen. How is everybody doing this evening? I apologize. I was due to come on earlier today, but we've been really busy. So I wanted to come on because today is my day one. Day one on the HCG from Vita Divina. So a little bit about the diet plan or the eating plan that I'm about to do. It's like a 30-day plan. The first 2 days, you take 1 capsule before breakfast on an empty stomach, full glass of water. You take your second capsule between lunch and dinner, full glass of water. And day 1 and 2, you can eat whatever you want. So all your goodies, fast food, fried food. For me, sushi. And then day 3 through 28, I believe, you're basically on a 500 calorie a day. Yeah, that freaks me out, okay? So you're gonna be on a 500 calorie a day, and for breakfast, it's going to be, you're supposed to have 32 ounces of fluid, and you can have a fruit. You're allowed 2 fruits a day. For me, I'm going to do oranges and strawberries. And then you have to have about 32 ounces of tea. So I'm going to do the detox tea. Everybody knows I love my detox tea. So I'm going to do the detox tea. Not 32 ounces. No, not 32 ounces. I'm going to start out with 20. So I'm going to do 20 in the morning and probably have an orange. That'll be my breakfast. And then for lunch, I'm going to do, you can have 3.5 ounces of meat, 3.5 to 4 ounces of meat, and a serving of vegetables. I believe it's 2 servings of vegetables. I'm going to double check that for y'all for tomorrow. But you have the same thing for lunch, same thing for dinner, 500 calories. So let me just give you a little background, okay? The company that I'm with is Vita Divina. Absolutely love this company. I started on the detox tea the second week of December, okay? And here comes the sad part. Let me tell you why I started on it. About 2 years ago, I was, well, it's actually longer than that. About 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And I put treatment off for a while. I did. I just didn't want to, it just didn't sit well, so I didn't do anything. And then about 2 years ago, it got worse. So I had to get treatment. And that was at that time where I could only have chemo and radiation. So no surgery. So I went through 9 weeks. 9 weeks of chemo, 9 weeks, well, 6 weeks of radiation, and 3 weeks of internal radiation. I'm gonna hold it together because I said I was gonna do this, so I'm gonna do it. And at that time, I know going through that, I was about 300, I varied between 340 pounds to about 355. I was somewhere in there. Which at that time in my life, I know it sounds terrible, but at that time I had lost 100, but I gained back 20 around that time. So my lowest in the last probably 6-7 years has probably been about 315, 320. So I had gained some back. And so throughout chemo, whatever, you know, my weight fluctuated due through everything that I was going through. And then after it was all over, I realized that I could no longer eat vegetables. Yeah. Just the taste, it would run straight through me. So I had a lot of digestion issues. It was terrible. It was really bad. So just imagine if you're already a food addict, you're already what they call you, morbidly obese, and you cannot eat salads or veggies or fruit. And then you add depression and all that on top of that, going through what I went through. Let's say I ballooned. I went back up because I was eating a lot of rice, a lot of potatoes, a lot of junk food, anything salty or really sweet, because my taste buds had changed. Chemo had done a number on that, and it was rough. But God is good, okay? So, I tried a couple different things. You know, the doctor pretty much told me that this would be something that I would have to live with, and that they would give me pain medication because I would get really severe cramps due to radiation had kind of damaged my small intestines, and I had a blockage. And so I had a choice. The choice was come in for surgery and we'll try to remove it, try to help it, or live with it on pain pills. That was my choice about 6 months ago. But the doctor looked at me and she told me, and you know, I like my doctor, she said, I don't recommend surgery. She said, because you may come out with being worse off than what you are now. So how about we manage the pain? And if you notice, you know, I love nurses and I love doctors, don't get me wrong. My sister's a nurse, so I love them. I was a nurse in the field for a while. But that's usually when it comes down to it, pretty much says, we'll manage the pain, okay? I decided I didn't want to just manage the pain anymore. I wanted to have some type of quality of life. I was already losing so much of life, being extremely overweight, being tired all the time, being sick, not eating properly, so I had no energy whatsoever. I was irritable. It was just a mess, okay? So, about, let's see, 3 months ago, around November, I would say November, my big brother, hey, James, called me and my husband up and said, hey, you know, I have this company I want you guys to take a look at. I want you to look at it. And he gave me the rundown of everything that had happened and the owner of the company and how his wife actually prescribed him herbs. And that's my specialty. I love natural healing, right? And it's a story, but I'll get into it later. We're going to focus on this. I'm going to get on with it. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to try this out. I had tried so many things in the past. I'm telling you, I have tried so many detox systems, teas. I've gone to see a specialist, herbalist. They put me on different things, and it would work for maybe a month and then nothing. And they would just keep saying, keep trying it, keep trying it, keep trying it. But I couldn't because I was literally sick. Like I couldn't stomach smoothies. I couldn't do any of that. So I tried this tea called Tea Divina. And I started on this tea the second week in December, okay? And I'm going to tell you, and this is embarrassing, but I love y'all. And y'all going to be with me through this journey, so I'm going to be as transparent as I possibly can. I got on the scale probably right after Thanksgiving because I said, you know what? I don't care what the doctors say. I'm not finna spend 2018 about to be 400 pounds because I know that's where I'm headed. Because I'm not eating right, I'm not working out, I can't do anything, and my moods are all over the place, my hormones are all over the place. This is crazy. I got on the scale right after Thanksgiving, and my husband always calls it a janky scale, probably because we don't like them numbers. But the scale pretty much said I was 300 and about 78.4. I don't know. I jumped off real fast and pushed it to the side. I said, the hell with that. You a lie. The truth ain't in you, right? Well, it was truth, okay? So, you know, you got to face the truth. And I started taking the tea. And I didn't weigh myself again. I did not weigh myself because I didn't want to see it. You know, I just wanted to feel better. I was so tired of feeling lousy. I wanted to feel better. So, long story short, I've been on the tea now for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And The last time I got on the scale, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was down a little bit. So we're going to get on the scale right now with y'all with me. We're going to see how down I am. I'm 378. Y'all ready for this? So, you know, bear with me. I got to go over here to the scale. And we're going to do all this stuff here. Hold on.